Hey, this is Cheryl of Watch Cheryl Scrap, and today I'm here with a digital scrapbooking process video. I'm using Photoshop Elements 11, and I'm going to be scrapping these two photos. One is showing my son watching a movie, and the other is of the movie itself. And we're watching the Polar Express. I'm using a kit called Winter Woods by Kristin Cronin-Barrow, and digital scrapbook ingredients at Sweet Shop Designs. And I'm starting out with a plain canvas, and I've already added my two photos. I've layered the picture of our TV armoire underneath the photo of my son all snuggled up in the recliner. I'm going to start layering some elements. My first element I think I put on the page was that white flower. And then I added a fern, piece of greenery, and some red and white twine in a heart. Sorry, in a bow. Where did I get a heart from? Probably because I love this photo. I've added a strip called a little word strip that says wonderful on top of the photo itself. And now I'm just I've added the pine greenery, and it looks like I'm adding a little bit more greenery there just to give it a darker touch. Then of course I can't miss my paint, so I throw in some paint there. And I really like this wooden arrow because it was really picking up some of the colors in the armoire. And it was just felt like a good balance on the right side of the paper from the colors in the photo on the left side. Now we tend to watch quite a bit of TV most of the time, and sometimes we watch TV together, and this was one of those times, and Daniel had come in and asked me, do you want to watch a movie? And I was like, of course. And so we ended up coming in and getting all warm and snuggled up. It was actually a little cool in Florida, so surprise, surprise. So we had our baths and we're sitting down to rest, and he had the movie The Polar Express on DVD for a long time, and then somehow it got misplaced, and probably in a trip somewhere when we used to have one of the portable DVD players for our car. I don't know if it got left in there, it disappeared in the car, we have never found it. So we purchased a digital copy of the Polar Express. To rent it on Amazon was like $4.49 for HD, and then to buy it was about $6 more, so we ended up purchasing it and just adding it to our digital library. And he was very happy because anytime since we lost that DVD, we just kind of have to catch it when it's on TV. And we did have it recorded at one time on our DVR, but we got rid of our satellite, so the DVR went with it. So for a good year and a half, he's not been able to watch it. So while I've been chatting about the photos, I have gone in and added a kind of craft background and added some white paint that looks like gesso to me behind the watercolor or acrylic splatters that I first added. And I've seen these antlers, these different types of elements before, and I just can never get it to fit or work. But in this case, it just, I don't know, it just seemed to work. And I really, again, it was one of those elements that I just felt like was pulling out of my photo. So there's a dark cabinet in the photo with my son, and then there was the darkness in the bottom of the TV armoire, and I just felt like it was a good visual triangle there to have those antlers up at the top. And so it really has nothing to do at all with the Polar Express. I mean, I guess unless you want to consider the one, portion of the movie where the caribou are blocking the tracks. Um, but that's not what I was thinking when I created the layout. Just thinking about that now, I was like, well, it kind of goes go with that, but not really. But I still like it. I like it. Sometimes you just have to add things on your page because you need to add something on your page. And it's cute, and it's fun, and it's about being creative. So I've added some little red berry twigs. I've added another white flower, and added a couple of other flowers, a light blue, a green, and a green bead as well. I'm going to add another little pop of red here. And then I decide I need to have some paint over on the left side and some greenery. And add some little berries over there too. Just need just a little couple peeking out from underneath the photo. Yep. I'm like, yeah, I need a little bit more brown. So I add a little bit there. And then I want a little bit more white to show. So I've added that little doily in there. And then adding another light blue element in a diagonal across from the one on the right, upper right. And repeating a wood element on the left as well, I think. That's where I end up putting it. I can't remember. I think I layer it underneath there a little bit. Underneath the light blue. Adding a like off-white flower. And then I kind of felt like there wasn't a good flow between the cluster on the left and the cluster on the right. So I add some ribbon underneath there to kind of pull the two together. Kind of make like a U shape. And then of course I moved some more gesso down. I felt like it looked really good. And then I wanted to add a little bit more color to the background, so I brought in this diagonal stripe paper to mat that craft paper on. And then I'm going to add a label that's red on the edges. Oh, here's where I duplicate the ribbon because I didn't like how it was flowing underneath there, but I think I finally get it like I want it. I don't know. Takes me a few tries. anyway, I am participating in the document your December, so every day, trying to take a photograph and document little pieces of the month of December. And it's the first time that I've really done it, and I'm still not caught up, but I'm working on it. I've done more than I usually have, which so if I don't finish, I feel okay with that. That if I don't have, a full 31 layouts for the month, that's okay. That'll be all right with that. Now, I'll spend quite a bit of time here figuring out my title. I know I wanted to say movie night, so I used that alpha that comes with the kit. It's very cute, and grab a font that I like for the night part, and I move it around back and forth here and there. End up changing the color of it, I think, and can't decide if I want it on top of the photo or to the right of the photo. Yeah, so I mess around with it for a little bit. And I do end up changing the color of the night, but I can't remember if I did that on camera or off. I may not have included that, but it does show up in the final layout that you'll see in just a minute or so. Yep, gonna move it again. And then I'm thinking maybe I want to separate the title, and then I'm going to put it exactly where it was. I'm going to change the color, and yep, going to move it right back there. And that's going to be it. I'm going to add my journaling off camera, and here you're going to see my completed layout. Hope you like it and it inspires you. And of course, if you like the video, please click like and take the time to share it with your friends and subscribe so you don't miss any videos. Thanks for watching.